Hey Steve, how you doing? Let me just try to do this here for you. I'm going to tie one out of wool head, like a wool head. If you want the deer hair kind, we can do that too. These are just 1000% easier than deer hair, just because deer hair likes to be ornery and really doesn't like to cooperate. Basically, I'm going to run you through the Black Magic Sculpin. It's one of my favorite Sculpin patterns. All you're going to do is, I'll send you some of this stuff. It's just long dyed sheep fur, and just for a tail, I'm going a little bit longer than the shank of the hook, and this is just, you know, regular, probably monocord size thread. And I'll just get that on there like so, and just let that tail stick out. It doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be waving all around and everything. Now you can weight it like right in here with lead, but I'm just going to, you know, forego that right now just for the sake of size of the video. Remember this stuff? It's the same stuff that I sent you before, and it's just a dubbing, you know. I think you can use it for like wing and flash too. It's what those big eye fries have too. But you just want a nice thick body of this gunk, and it doesn't matter if it's sticking out a little bit or whatever. About halfway. See how I got about halfway on the hook shank? Grab yourself some more of this wool stuff. You want a fairly large size, because we're going to do two things with this. We're going to make the wings in the back to represent the big fins that stick out on the side of a sculpin. And basically you want to measure, you want about halfway or so, maybe a little bit more, the length of the tail. Just snip that off, get that in there. I'll get this down fairly tight, like so. Now turn it so it's facing you like this, or turned over in the vise, and pull them out to the side like this. You're just going to take your thread and go 1, 2 times. So don't worry if it gets bound under it. It doesn't really matter. A couple more times like this underneath this one, and then one more time just over the back. Basically what that does is that keeps it separated. I mean, it really probably doesn't matter at all, but I don't know, that's the way I like to do it. But now for the head part you were worried about. I'm just taking some more of this. And it's basically, this is a 2 material fly, and I don't like wasting materials. How's that? I'm going to take this and cut it in half and use both halves. But basically this is the technique. Take your finger and go around in the middle like this. See that? I'm pushing it down the middle, and just thread that right on the hook. Take it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and just take your fingers and just kind of push back like this. Push and pull back, wrap right in front of it, and you're done. Now just repeat that process. Let me just get another clump here and we'll do it again. But I mean, that's basically it. That's the same basic thing with deer hair, but deer hair likes to, you know, swirl around the hook and not act as nice and all that as this wool does. And the wool gives you a lot, I don't know, just a lot easier time than deer hair. Now you see, I haven't really got enough room, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that ahead, so I got a little bit more, and I'm going to stick one more clump, one more section of this hair in there, just to make it up. Get that in there. One more time, 1, 2. Kind of go around loose like that. At first that sort of traps that hair. And then bring it up a bunch of times, build yourself a nice little head. Grab my whip finish. Get that in there, hold these fibers back. Get yourself the whip finish. Pull that out. Alright, trim this thread off. Alright, now, what the hell is that? That's a goddamn mess. Anyway, I mean, this thing's looks like a big black puffball or something. But before you start cutting it off, kind of go like this, dribble it around with your fingers. That way what'll happen is, let me adjust this background a little bit, it's getting kind of, there we go. There. it's getting kind of, you know, fluffy and stuff in here. So what you want to do is, first thing you want to do is clear out the hook. You want to clear out the hook point. So find where the eye is here and just try making one or two big cuts and just get all that stuff right out of there. You want it nice and flat right in there so we can grab those big fish with this hook. There we go. Just clear this off. Now you can go on Google and decide, you know, how exactly you want to tie them. I mean, there's some that have delta-shaped heads, some are, you know, flatter and more like a, I don't know, a round stick or something. But basically, I'm just gonna do this. It's kind of a general thing. I'm kind of cutting up at an angle, not like this, cutting up. That way it'll flow over it better. And then when you turn it, you can just kind of use the eye for a reference and go off this way, and then I'm going to go off this way again. Just as kind of a, you know, basic shape. And then you can just do a little bit of, you know, housekeeping and trimming and take the head, flatten the head off. Don't cut off all that wing. But let's see, a little bit more over there. The nice thing about this stuff too is compared to deer hair, you don't need super duper sharp perfect scissors either. This stuff's fairly easy to cut, but it's damn bulletproof, unlike deer hair is too. I mean, this stuff, I mean, if it crunches down on it, yeah, you know, it'll go, you know, down, but it bounces right back, unlike deer hair where their teeth can get, you know, plucky and get in there and everything. But I mean, basically that's it. I mean, you got a nice shaped fly, and these things, I mean, the wiggle on these things is incredible. I really don't know why. I guess it's a lot like marabou, but it's good stuff. I'll send you a few of these here when I get the rest of those flies out. But this black will be a really good color for your Brooks trip too if the water's dirty. Everybody goes for chartreuse when it's dirty water, but black in my opinion is a lot better because of the shadow that it casts off. But there it is. I hope you find success with it.